The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Beige, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We have a great show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get going, let's say hi to everybody. First off, let's say hi to our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I'm tired.
I know you are.
We got in so late last night. Am I allowed to speak?
No, we have to say hi to everybody, and then you can tell everybody what we did.
He's like Hitler. Okay.
I'm like Hitler.
Der Führer.
So we have a chat room filled with people, and it's filling up even more. We want to say hi to some people. Angela Joseph is in the chat room. Teresa, she's in Colorado. Teresa Sabin is in Florida. Lady Lake Music, Cindy, she's in Florida. Don Hinton's in California. Jeff Dickinson is in the chat room. Hello, welcome to the show. Anton from Australia. Let's see. I don't know. It's going by too fast. I can't actually read it. But anybody who's in the chat room, we got a great show for you guys today. We have superstar horror actress Sarah French coming on, and then we have Steve Hamm coming on. It's going to be a fun show. Plus, we're just having fun in general because tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm going to be 56. I'm getting old, but in celebration of it, we went to a great event last night. I'm going to let Ron tell you about it.
Excuse me. You said it's your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
And
it's also our 9-year. Oh, thank you. They like my haircut. It's also Ron and I's 9-year wedding anniversary tomorrow.
he forgets that part because they didn't get me a gift.
You didn't get me one either.
You don't deserve one. When you deserve one, I'll get you. I didn't give you a gift. Look what I gave you for your birthday, which we won't tell yet because you have to see it to believe it. It costs a lot of money. Hi, Astro. This is Astro. He wants kisses and love. My little baby. I'm tired. Yeah, because we went to Sadie's birthday party last night in the beer garden. I don't drink beer, but I drank a lot of beer. And beer gets me very buzzed. More than martinis. You know, vodka martini takes a lot. But beer, for some reason, I don't know. Maybe there's sugar in it.
So we were at the Red Lion.
But beer absolutely ged me buzzoled. So I'm a little under the weather.
We got home at like 1:30. We had a blast. It was Sadie Katz's birthday. So we were there with Sadie and her fiance Miles and Jessica Cameron and Thomas Haley. Is that Thomas?
Augie Duke.
Augie Duke.
All of the good Scream Queen
fun people
that we've had on our show. A lot of them couldn't come because of reasons. You know, a lot of them didn't want to come because of COVID. But the beer garden did a beautiful job. The tables were all 6 feet apart, only 6 people per table. We all kept our masks on until we did pictures. It was out of doors, so it was quite safe.
Yes, they said we're looking fabulous too, by the way. Ron got a new haircut too, you guys. See how gorgeous?
Now I look like Kim Novak.
And B. Claudia just joined us from the chat room. So what's up, B? How are you? She's from Germany, anybody who's listening.
Right.
And anyway, we're going to have a fun show, and Dawn wants to know what watch you wore today, so you should just show it to her.
I'm wearing one of our
49 watches.
49 watches, and this is a blue and yellow watch because I'm in blue and white right now.
So they can see. There you go.
My shirt is navy blue and white. I hope I can make it without sunglasses, but I'm starting to tear up already. I may have to go and put sunglasses on, which I hate doing but anyway.
They said Teresa Sabin. Teresa Sabin says she loves your haircut.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? I look like Kim Novak. Remember her from Vertigo?
I look like Kim Novak.
It's a Kim Novak hairdo. But anyway, yeah, I just had cataract surgery not long ago, folks. So that's the reason why I need to have sunglasses. But I'm going to try very hard not to wear sunglasses because it's kind of like, I hate when you meet people and they don't take their sunglasses off because you don't know where their eyes are going. And you could tell a lot through people's eyes,
They
expressions.
say you look good in shade. So, and also Backpack John is here. I didn't say hi to Backpack John. I don't think. I'm sorry.
Backpack
John.
John.
He's the one who didn't know what a glory hole was.
I know. I remember. Now, oh yeah, my daughter Deirdre said she read somewhere that glory holes are becoming very famous now all over the country because gay people cannot have contact. I mean, this is like sick gay people. I don't get it. But now they're all drilling holes in the walls in men's rooms, and they put their penises through the holes. And they said that that's safe because there's no contact, there's no fate. The wall acts as a shield. And I thought, oh, that's very interesting. And then you go down on somebody's dick that could be syphilited and all kinds of diseases, and you don't know who they are, what they look like. So, you're really mentally ill if you stick your head through. No, they don't stick their head through the hole.
Well, they do stick their head. It's just a different
it's the guy sticks his wang through the hole. And of course, you don't put your head through the hole.
Teresa Saban says whatever gets you through the night. And Thomas Claxton has joined us. Hey, Thomas, I hope you're doing good with your physical therapy.
Yeah.
I start mine next week.
Yeah, and how's your girlfriend? Are you with the same girl?
Yes, I think she is.
Good, she's sweet. I liked her.
Yes, she's fabulous.
That was like last night at Sadie Katz's birthday party. I was running around, I guess a little buzzed, telling everybody they have to get married. Sadie and Miles are getting married. I wonder when. And Augie Duke was there. And I said, Augie, when are you going to get married? She said, ask him. He's the one. She wants to get married, but he's a little reluctant. He came out of a bad marriage. And then, of course, there's Jessica Cameron with this handsome, hunky guy. Really sexy, big.
He was in Blind.
Yeah, he played the cop. And she's such a sexy, gorgeous Anita Ekberg lookalike. And they're a great couple. They're getting married. So I said to Jimmy, isn't it nice being around all these young newlyweds instead of being around the old men that piss in the beds? You got to hear about that shit. Or my wheelchair got stuck and I spun around for a few hours. We don't want to hear that. Or my walker broke. Or
I have a walker now from my operation on Monday. Yeah, Ron won't even look at it.
No, I don't want to look at it because it makes you an old man, and I don't like old men. I don't like old people like me. I would never go to bed with anybody my age. 80? God, no.
I want to give a shout out too because Bill Victor Arukan, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, Arukan. Anyway, he was with us on Clown Motel too. He's a great guy and produces a lot of movies with Sumner Twins talent. So we want to give him a shout out and say hello because he's fucking super cool. And Lady Lake says her walker broke, and now everybody's joking. Now Miss Kim is in. I'm not sure who Miss Kim is, but hello, Miss Kim. The chat room's booming. You guys are gonna have fun. Teresa Saban says you're never gonna get old. No, I love Teresa Saban, by the way.
I'll die young. When I was 19,
oh, Sarah's here too,
when I was 19, the only thing that broke on a woman was her bra strap. Now at my age, they break everything. The old ladies, they break their elbows, they break their legs, they break their hips, they fall apart. I don't get it. Women, when they get to be 80, just dismantle.
We also want to give a shout out. Stefan Bell is actually watching, and everybody. He wants everybody to follow our Twitter, so it's at Dr. Jimmy Star. And we're going to let Sarah French come in now.
Who really cares about Stefan? It's Tina we love. Oh, yeah. Please, Stefan, give Tina a big hug and a kiss for me. I love her so much.
Be nice. He's going to think you're serious.
Stefan is a pothead. He's like a dope addict. Who cares about him? He smokes pot. He sits there in a coma. Whereas Tina is an angel. She's so sweet. Actually. What?
Stefan's like a genius.
He is a genius. He said, what do you call him? Stefan? Stefan is like the most interesting looking guy. He's good looking and very sexy in a weird way because he sits there almost like a monster from a horror movie. He'll just sit there and utter these wonderful things. And his wife, Tina, who's a beautiful Eurasian girl, beautiful. No, she's Vietnamese. Anyway, she's gorgeous. Is the most charming.
Stefan says you're hilarious. Anyway.
No, Tina is the most charming, engaging, lovely, sweet, classy broad. How she stuck with that creature, I will never know. God, Stefan.
Let everybody know that you're joking because they don't know that you're not joking.
I'm not joking.
Yes, you are.
Stefan, marry her.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's not marrying Tina.
Anyway, we have Sarah.
Anyway,
here.
I love Stefan, and I'm only kidding around. I would never ever do that shit if I didn't like somebody.
Oh shit! I think I just hit. Oh no, I didn't. I hit a button. All right, so we're gonna let Sarah French come in now.
Oh wait! I got to make an announcement.
Okay.
All of you men who are over 60 and you have a heart condition, I would suggest you do not watch this show.
Yeah, because you're gonna see like the hottest
Because when
woman.
Sarah French comes on, you are going to see the nowadays Kim Novak. She looks like Kim Novak. She's as beautiful as Kim Novak, and she's as sweet as could be. But the most interesting part of this beautiful, sexy woman is I find her to be a fabulous actress. So now introduce her.
She's got to come on in. So here we
Where
go.
is Sarah Frenchie?
There
Oh
she
my
is.
God,
Yay!
Is she not a beautiful girl? Look
You
how
guys
gorgeous.
stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see you in private, I tell you how you're Kim Novak and you're beautiful. And I remember, I got to tell the story quick. We're driving into LA to see her movie Blind. And I said to Jimmy, Sarah French is starring in a movie. Can she act? All she is tits and ass. You know, they always hire her to be this glamorous naked woman. Well, I'm sitting in the theater 10 minutes into the film. I turned to Jimmy and I said, oh my God, she's fabulous. She is a fabulous actress. And you did such a job with Blind, I got to tell you. It's an Academy Award
tearing
winning
him up
performance.
already.
Oh, no. Like I said, you didn't play it out. You didn't scream out and act stupid. You brought it in. You brought the audience into.
Let's introduce her, and then you can talk all
No,
about
wait a
all
minute.
that.
Shut the fuck up. You brought us into your blindness. You brought us into your suffering.
We're going to talk about it.
No, but wait a minute. Before you do, Big Mouth, I want to get my shots in. You brought me inside of you, and I was looking blindly out, feeling the pain of a beautiful movie star who now is blind. Performance was wonderful. Why you're not winning all kinds of awards, I don't know, but we have to. She is winning awards.
Blind won like 50 awards. Every film festival entered it
Well,
won.
what awards did you win, Sarah?
Did you get Best Actress on a bunch of them?
Oh yeah, I got Best Actress on multiple ones. We got all sorts of awards for the film. It was amazing. Last year, the film fest last year was great. I mean, we had to do that run because we didn't know how to market the film. So we wanted to make sure we did the film fest circuit first to kind of get a feel for it. And then we did really well.
Why didn't you or Marcel let me know? I would have pushed it.
He posted it on. He posted every day. He posted his awards every day.
I never saw an award. You're full of shit.
They won 30. I think 30 like something awards.
I never saw
like the most award-winning film ever. Anyway, hold on. We have to
wait till
introduce
I
her.
get Marcel. I'm going to punch him right in the
I'm going to
face.
have him come on. The movie's coming out. We're going to have him come on. So hold on, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented and gorgeous Sarah French. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi guys, it's so good to see you. It's been a while, Jesus.
I know.
No, and what's really nice about Sarah is if you see her in person, she's got skin like satin. She's got twinkling, sparkling eyes, and she doesn't wear a ton of shit on her face. She's all natural.
I try not to.
She's a beautiful Norwegian. Or you're Norwegian, right?
Yes, actually.
Norwegian, Canadian? No, American.
No, German and Norwegian mostly.
From where?
Oh, I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
As is Kim Novak, Arlene Dahl, and Burt Reynolds' ex-wife, or what the hell?
Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Tippi Hedren from The Birds, who's my good buddy. Tippi and I are good
That's
friends,
awesome.
and she's from Wisconsin also.
No, Minnesota.
Minnesota, excuse me. And you know what? You're all the same beautiful blondes. You all have that beautiful Norwegian Swedish blood.
So hold on. We have a chat room, literally like tons and tons of people.
Having
So
nervous
breakdowns.
say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everyone in the chat room.
They all love you. And now we have a resident perv. His name is Dave Hughes. He loves Sadie and Angie Stevenson. He loved
Sarah.
Julianne Prescott,
No,
and we had Alyssa Dowling on the other week.
Yes, I saw that.
He only wants to fly to America to grab Sherry Davis.
Yeah, all the women. So just say hi to our resident perv, Dave Hughes.
Hi, Dave.
I mean, he's an old guy from where is he living?
He's in the UK.
In the UK, And he doesn't miss our show because we bring on the most beautiful women. And right now we have probably one of the most beautiful women.
Oh, stop.
No, I don't.
So it's so funny
Listen,
too.
when you're my age and you're a mess, you're going to think back and say, Jesus, I wish somebody would say how beautiful I am.
No, everybody says it.
Ron, you're gorgeous.
When you're 80, well, let's see. I'll see what you look like when you're 80.
You'll be looking down from heaven.
No, I won't. I'll be only 180.
So I have to say though, one thing about you, because you're not like a lot of the other Hollywood actresses, because I actually knew you. We had never met, but I knew who you were just through other stuff that you and Joe had done when I lived in Florida, which is like 12 years ago. And I was looking at pictures of you 12 years ago, and you actually look younger and more beautiful now than you did 12 years ago. It's like you're going in reverse. Because you haven't aged a fucking bit in 12 years.
Some of us do that.
I know you do that too. Not me. I mean, I get older every day, but like you look more beautiful all the time.
All right, let's talk about.
I can thank my mom for the jeans. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, am I allowed to talk about Blind 2 or not?
No,
but just know that we're in pre-production. With heavy pre-production right now.
That I know.
We have to talk about Blind 1 because it's coming out November 4th.
I have to say something. I was so impressed with the movie Blind that I wrote about it in all my articles and all my news coverings as the #1 film that I have ever seen in the horror world. I just sat there loving every second of it. Marcel Waltz, in my eyes, is probably going to be the greatest director producer. He's got such style and such understanding of a film, and he makes a story come to life. Here's my point. I never look. Churchill's been our friend for 1,000 years. I never asked Churchill, "Can I be in one of your movies?" I don't do that because you put people on the spot. And they say you can't act, you stink, I don't want you in my movie. They can't say that. So they don't know what to say. But when I thought Marcel would be at Sadie's party last night. I was going to ask him, I am so impressed with you that I want to be in one of your movies. But then Jimmy said you are going to be in one of his movies.
Yes.
And I didn't know. I forgot. What was it called? The Bride?
No, we're not allowed to talk about it.
The wedding?
You're not allowed to talk about it.
The fucking title is
You're not even allowed to talk about the title.
I hate Hollywood today. I hate today's Hollywood.
That's why he doesn't know anything, because he doesn't. Way he doesn't say anything.
Sarah, I'm in the business 64. I'm in the business 64 years.
Mm-hmm.
64 years ago, when you made a film, you know what they used to say to you? Tell all your friends about it. It's pre-publicity. I would go to a cocktail party with maybe 40 people in Manhattan, and I'd start to say, listen, I'm in this and this and this. And then they would tell their friends and tell their friends, and the movie made money. Today, with this no pre-publicity, it's bullshit. The film comes out, and then 2 minutes later, the film is taken off the air.
Not with Blind. Wait till you see this.
Blind is so good, folks. Listen, I blow smoke up no one's ass, and I do not bullshit. I'm an honest guy. If you don't see Blind,
Let's actually ask her.
You're really a schmuck.
Hold on, real quick. Do you know what's the American release date? I know it's in the beginning of November.
They're saying November 3rd now.
Okay. So November 3rd, you guys.
4th.
And if you go to certain stores, you can actually find the Halloween costume for Pretty Boy. And it's fabulous. So let's brag a little bit about Blind before we talk about some other things. So, you guys, Blind was it's directed by Marcel Waltz. It's written by.
Who's getting punched in the face by me?
It's written by Sarah's significant other, Joe Netter. He's a fabulous writer. He writes really great shit. He's a really cool guy.
And he's a fabulous guy in person. His personality.
And he looks like he could hurt you.
Oh, he could. He could hurt you. He's
super nice.
What is he, like 6'5"?
Yeah, he's 6'3". He's a big guy.
Oh, he's a really big guy, and if you look at him from far away, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. And then you go and talk to him, and he's like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
He's a big teddy bear.
Yes.
Didn't he play Pretty Boy in the movie?
No, Jed Rowan did. Jed Rowan plays
Why am I
Pretty
thinking
Boy.
he played Pretty Boy?
No, he played the killer in Hanukkah.
Oh, okay. Got my movies. That bomb.
He's good at playing killers.
Oh,
yes.
Hanukkah was.
No.
That's how Joe and I met. It was he played the killer. He cut my head off in my very first movie.
How cool is that? And it was like love at first sight.
It is love at first sight.
So hold on, go back to Blind real quick.
He probably said, "I want head, and I'm going to take it home with me," and he cut your head off.
So you guys, Pretty Boy is played by Jed Rowan, who's having a great run right now, just like you are in some other films.
Oh yeah, he's doing great.
It also stars Tyler. I don't know if it's Gallant or Gallant.
Gallant.
Tyler Gallant.
Who's skyrocketing, by the way.
Caroline Williams is also in it. Sherry Davis, I'm bringing her up just because she's on our show. I know she didn't have a big role.
No, Sherry Davis needs breast enlargements because
Yes.
she's so flat chested. She's not even sexy.
So you guys, this movie is really good. It's coming out November 3rd. Sarah is the star, and I mean the star. Like, it's all about her.
You're gonna love her in the film.
She does a fabulous
thank
job.
you guys.
You know what it was today, and I listen. I just told this to what's his name, the actor, and he agreed with me, and now he's doing it too. Grieco.
Oh, Richard Grieco.
Richie
I love
Grieco.
him. I worked with him last year.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Richie. Richie, we were on a 4-way show a couple of weeks ago, and I said, actors today stand there and read lines. No, you're an actor. You're supposed to act. You're supposed to move your eyes a certain way, make an expression. You don't need sentences to tell the story.
No.
You can tell the story just by body language. And
Honestly, less is more.
yes, and
subtlety
Richie,
is key. That's the way I look at it.
yes, and you were absolutely less is more.
Yeah.
You're drinking the wine. The thing I love is the oldest cliche in the world. I shouldn't say it.
No, you can't talk about
Oh,
it. You don't want to wreck
No
it.
spoilers.
But you
No
know
spoilers.
Okay, when you open the refrigerator to get your wine, you know
Yeah.
that is the oldest cliche in the world. What happens? But I loved it because again, it got me. I went, oh, and if a movie makes me of all people do, oh, it's got to be a good movie because I find most of our films ugly, terrible, and corny. Even the ones I'm in, some of them are shitteroos. But
Hey, we've all done them. But every film we've done from the beginning to now has led us to where we are today.
Yes.
And it's helped us grow, elevate, and get better and better with each project we do.
some, not all.
Yeah, because
But
some of them go
We
back.
learn from everything.
I mean, some of them, I say to myself, they must have been walking down the street and they said, hey, listen, we need somebody to get over here. I mean, an actor is an actor after years and years of work.
Oh, yeah.
My work today is not my work of 60 years ago.
Mhm.
60 years ago, my work was green. It was nervous. It was whatever. Now my work is good. The only thing is I don't remember lines because I'm old. So now I have an earplug. And Jimmy reads me my lines, and it works beautifully, just like all the other old bags. What actors have them like?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp uses an earplug. Marlon
Al
Brando
Pacino.
did. Al Pacino. The other
Robert
one,
De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Wow.
Even Meryl Streep. All the old bags now, my age. You forget. You're getting
They pay their
older.
dues.
So it works. But yes, I agree with you. The more work you do. The one line I loved in the movie, and I forgot, I think it was the one with the people come out of the paintings.
Oh, he liked Art of the Dead, which you're in that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love your line when you're laying there on the floor and half dead. And you said, what about me?
Yeah. Well, what about me?
I cracked up laughing. I thought that was the best line.
I
in
think
the
the
whole movie.
audience really enjoyed that. I remember being at the premiere and leaving, and everyone was coming up to me telling me how much they loved it, and they loved my character and what I brought to it, and they loved that line too.
I remember the line, and I don't remember my name. But
So you guys here talking about a movie. It's called Art of the Dead by
Very
the
good
by the
movie.
Mahal brothers. But
Yes.
after Marcel, the Mahal brothers are probably one of the best indie filmmakers that there are out there. Their movies are actually good. And you just shot one with Alyssa Dowling, right?
Yeah.
vampire one.
Yes, we did Bloodthirst, and we shot that right after everything lifted from COVID. It was in, I think, July in Vegas. So we were able to shoot in Vegas in July, which was amazing. And Alyssa's in that one too, and we play sisters. It was a lot of fun.
I love it. I love it.
And
I have to ask you a question because I'm vague on this. I'm coming up. I'm going to get around it nicely. Dave, it has me in a film of his coming up, and I play a dad. And one of my daughters is Sadie Katz. The other one is Sherry Davis. Are you my third daughter? I have 3 daughters in this movie.
oh no, I don't think so.
How come?
You're asking the wrong person.
No, I'm going to ask Dave. I thought your name was mentioned, if I'm not mistaken. The film has not even been funded yet, so I think he's working.
Okay.
He's working on a lot of. You know who Dave is?
She's talking about Dave Bailey from Clown
Well, I
Hotel.
don't want to use his last
Oh,
name.
Dave, he's great.
Yeah, but I don't want to use his last name because then they know the movie.
That's okay. Well, they don't know the movie because it's
Yeah.
not done. So hold on, let's go back. So you're in Rootwood too. That's
Wait,
one.
wait, would you be my third daughter?
Yeah, she'd be your daughter.
I
No,
would
she-
always
she's
do
like-
it.
Let me
Actually, she's
let-
like a granddaughter.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I read Dave's script. I get scripts all the time that are pieces of crap. You can't even get through the 3 pages. Dave's script is so good. Even Sadie loved it. It's a great script. You should get it from Dave and see. Maybe you want to do it. It's going to be a
She's
good movie.
she doesn't have to read shitty scripts because her significant
No.
other. Her significant other is a script writer, and he's like actually really good.
No,
So
Dave,
she gets to read good shit, not all the crap we read.
Dave's story
You can't talk
is
about it.
no is a lead you to believe one thing and then right away twists it around and shocks the shit out of you when it becomes something else. And I, as the father, am the most shocked. That's all I'm going to say.
Nice.
So let's go back.
Good.
So you
Good.
guys, first of all, let's brag for.
Well, what's it called?
I don't know.
It's got a weird name.
I know you're not allowed to. You can't
The
mention
name,
that anyway.
Dave doesn't mind. I've already talked to Dave about it.
Anyway, I don't know the name, so let's move on because she's got a thing in 20. She's got to leave in 24 minutes because she's got a fitting.
Bullshit.
No, she's got a fitting. She's
They'll
working.
Wait. They'll wait.
Music
working.
video.
Yeah, she's working. So here's what we got. So first of all, let me brag. Here's some of the cool stuff you guys have seen her in. She's from Minnesota. You can follow her on Instagram. She has a great Instagram, you guys. It's Sarah French Online. You're not on Twitter, are you?
No, I am. I don't go on there very often, but I
Okay.
retweet and all that. But it's mostly Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, Instagram and Facebook. So she was recently in a movie, and like I turned it on too late, so I missed you. And I don't know if that was Lifetime, but Pool Boy Nightmare. What was it?
Yes. Yeah, Pool Boy Nightmare, that was on Lifetime. And that was one thing that I've always wanted to check off my bucket list was a Lifetime film. So basically, I open the movie and I play Rhonda and I own this house and I have this pool boy that comes by. But he's been acting weird and he starts stalking me. So I basically opened the movie. So I don't want to get too much
that's
away,
why.
but-
So I watched like the middle of it, just hoping that I would see you, and then you weren't there, and I was like, I have to watch it from the beginning. So now we know that we want to watch the beginning.
Oh, Jessica Morris is in that one, and she's also in Army of the Dead as well.
Oh, cool.
How
Okay.
How many films have you done? Quite a lot.
I think my IMDb says 70 something.
Film.
Yeah. It's a lot, but I've also done, music videos and I've done all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, didn't you do a lot of Twisted music videos? Is that you?
I did 2 Twisted music videos, yeah.
That's hilarious. So how did you even find? How did they find you?
It's all about connections and meeting people, meeting other filmmakers, meeting other actors, producers, and just getting out there and promoting yourself. I mean, that's how I get most of my gigs is self-promotion.
Yeah, it's called
Yes.
it's called networking.
That's how we get
100%. And and how you are on set, being on time, being prepared, having your lines down, all that plays a big part into it. And then when other filmmakers see that, they want to work with you. They see what you bring to the table, and that always helps.
Absolutely.
Definitely nothing worse than somebody that can't remember their lines.
So you guys, here's some of the cool movies. So last night we were with Thomas Haley, and he's got a movie, Desert Moon, you guys. And Desert Moon has, along with Sarah French, a lot of these people have been on our show. Maria Olsen was on our show, Julianne Prescott, James Duvall, Richard Grieco. Tyler has not been on the show yet, but we will get him on. And Jennifer Nangle, I've never met her before. I just actually saw her on Facebook the other day. Everybody talking about her, so we're going to have to get her too.
She's very sweet.
The special with Dave Sheridan, you guys, and Dave Sheridan's coming on in 2 weeks.
Oh, I
on the
love
show.
Dave.
We do too.
Clown Fear, which was the movie that Ron is in with Sadie and everybody. Sarah's in that one. Lake of Shadows. Ron doesn't like that one. Lake of Shadows, and I'm just bringing up Lake of Shadows also because we have had most of these people on our show, but Deborah Lamb, Jonathan Tiersten, Sherry Davis, Alyssa Dowling, Felissa Rose, Donna Lee Heising, and Robert Lasardo. I mean, you get to work with cool people. Art of the Dead, which is actually a really Yeah, really good movie, you guys. Automation, which was Alyssa Dowling and Sadie and everybody's in that one. Also,
We had fun with that.
we
one.
had a good time watching that one. We watched it
I've
since
never
since
worked-
COVID. We watched
We
it.
never worked.
Oh,
together.
I love it.
You and I never worked together.
We've never had scenes together, but we were in Clown
You're in the
Fear.
same movies, but you're not.
Yeah.
In the
What
same
movie were we in together?
Clown Fear.
You were in Clown Fear?
Yeah, I opened the movie.
Oh yes, that's right. When the clown comes and gets you in the motel.
Yes.
Was that- yes. You know what? I'm getting old. I better quit the business and go into a
And
retirement.
then she's also, you guys, she was in Rootwood, which is also Marcel's movie, which I loved. I thought it was fabulous.
Yeah, but I expected it to be Blind, and I got news for you. Nothing's going to be like Blind. I hope this is not Marcel's best piece of work, and that he goes downhill from here.
No way. He's
No,
going way up.
I hope. I love him so much, and Dom, I love them both. Matter of fact, when you see them, give them hugs from me.
I will.
Two of the sweetest guys in the world. I mean, and I could watch Marcel for hours. His mannerisms, his motions, I'm fascinated by him. He's so adorable. But I believe in Marcel like I believe in you, and I believe in Sadie. You guys are going places. You're going to be big. Also,
listen to the chat room there. They're all saying, because she'll like this too. They're all saying they love Clown Fear. So do you guys remember Sarah? She's at the very beginning of Clown Fear when she gets killed.
I didn't just like.
I came in last minute on that movie. A min called me. I think it was literally like 2 days, or it was the day of them shooting. I think they needed a replacement or something, but he called me and he's like, "Hey, can you do this?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Yeah." Luckily, I was free that day. So we were able to get a lot of cool shots from that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't dislike the movie. I just liked the length of the movie. I think the editing was terrible. The scene that I loved the most was Sadie Katz when I was marrying them. And the guy said, "You fucking bitch, I'm not marrying you." And Sadie goes into some kind of a shock. Well, the camera and I were looking at Sadie, a piece of work of acting I've never seen before. She began to shiver, and her chest went in, and her face and those beautiful eyes, like you, she took it in. She didn't go out with it. She brought me into her pain. And I said to Sadie after we shot the scene, "Oh my God, Sadie, when this movie comes out, that scene's going to make you a superstar." Guess what Min did? He used the over the shoulder shot.
Oh no.
Oh, Min hated her. They had a big battle. That's why I didn't like. I love Sadie. If anybody does anything to Sadie, they got to fight me first. And I think Min was very mean. He didn't invite her to the red carpet. He was talking bad about her all over the place. And Sadie was wounded terribly by it because she wrote it with Min, and Min started changing things. And it was a big deal. So I disliked that movie only because it was not a happy set. And I love Sadie. And I don't think anybody should do that to a sensitive little dove like her. Sadie's fragile. No, Sadie's fragile. Sarah French can handle herself. Sherry Davis will knock you on your ass. I mean,
so will Angie Stevenson.
And
She
so would
doesn't put up
Angie.
with any shit.
I love Angie. Angie's my.
No, let's go back though, because now here's a movie I did not see, but Ron will like it because he's friends with two of the people in it. The Amityville Murders with Diane Franklin, who's been on our show, Paul Van Vector.
She's great.
Lainey Kazan and Burt Young are both friends of Ron's.
Oh, Lainey's a dear friend of mine.
Is that movie good, and can we still see it?
Wait, I know Burt Young. You know how many years I know him? I know him about 45, 50 years ago. His real name is Dickie Maurier. He lived in Corona, Queens, and we used to go to his house to buy hot televisions. He was a fence for stolen goods. He used to sell stolen goods out of his apartment on 99th Street in Corona, Queens. And I know Dickie forever. And his wife Gloria went to their wedding.
I know. Well, let her tell you about it. Can we see that?
And I have to brag. And Lainey Kazan today is still my darling, wonderful friend. I love Lainey.
So is the movie any good?
Yeah, I watched it and I thought it was really well done. I think you can still see it on Amazon, maybe.
Okay, we have to watch that because Ron will like it because he knows the people.
Did you have scenes with
Lainey?
No,
I just had a small part. I played a friend, and it was like a 2-day shoot. But
there is a movie you must watch. Go on television and find it. It's starring Lainey Kazan, and it's called Oy Vey, My Son is Gay.
It's a comedy. It's hilarious.
You will go hysterical when you see this film. You will pee yourself. It is the funniest film, and Lainey was absolutely phenomenal in it. Fabulous.
Oh,
Just-
that's good to hear.
You also did Ouija House. Misha Barton, Tara Reid, Dee Wallace, Chris Mulkey, and Tiffany Shepard. That's a big cast too. So, and things are only getting better. So I'm happy that things are getting better. So are you an actual? I know you're in all these horror movies. Before you became a horror movie star, did you enjoy horror movies? Like, if you weren't a horror movie star, would you watch horror movies?
Oh God, yeah. I always wanted to be that girl running through the woods, bloody, half naked, you know. That's what I always say.
Well, you sure did it.
So you totally did.
No,
So-
I'm a huge horror fan. I've been watching horror movies since I was a kid. My mom would always, she wouldn't let us watch horror films or anything, like that. So of course, as kids, when your parents tell you no on something, what do? You want to watch
you go
it.
and watch it.
Well,
So,
I think in the very near future, you're going to be stepping out of horror and going into what I call legit films. Legit films.
I do a little bit of everything. I mean, I just had a movie come out. It's a mobster film called Booze, Broads, and Blackjack. I play a sexy siren kind of, but it was a lot of fun. Just, put a camera in front of me, give me a good script, and count me in.
Well,
I don't just do horror. I do a little bit of everything.
When
I
you
love
want
that.
when you want to refer to your character in that movie, just say, "I played the tomato."
Wait,
Now,
don't
listen,
you? Wait.
hang on.
Wait. You because you just posted. I don't know if that was yesterday or the day before. Didn't I see like a movie that just came out? Some movie just came out that everybody can see.
Yes, it's called The Special. That came out yesterday. Dave Sheridan's in that one as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Is that not a horror?
No, it is a horror film.
Okay, because Sadie Katz, has a wonderful film on Lifetime now coming out with Ed Asner, and Sadie stepped out of horror. She's gone.
It's a Christmas film.
A Christmas.
Yeah, well,
movie.
she just
Saw that.
did a
but
Lifetime film too.
Sadie Katz, the Queen Scream. I mean, she's going to be in a Christmas movie with Ed Asner. That's going to be fabulous. Cannot wait to see it. And I guess you're going to be there soon too. All of you girls that are really talented. What I like about your performance in Blind is you didn't depend on your beauty. And you were beautiful in it, but there were gray shots, shadowy, dark shots. You made me forget how beautiful you were, and you made me feel your character. And that's what an actor has to do. You can't depend on tits and ass all the time. It doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, no, exactly. No, I really appreciate that, Ron. And I appreciate all your support and love for the film.
No, only because it's true. If you stunk in it, I would have never said a word. I wouldn't have hurt you. No, if you were lousy, I would have said to Jimmy on the way home, they should have got somebody better.
Honestly, what really helped was the script. When I first read the script, I cried because I instantly felt that Faye character. Joe's level of writing is just unbelievable. He puts in all these layers. It's beautiful writing, and I instantly felt it. So that really helped me become the character.
But what made you, or who told you to take it in and not bring it out? What made you bring it in? You brought it in so beautifully. You walked around that beautiful house with such a sadness because you're blind and you're an actress and you're beautiful. I mean, I felt the pain. I felt the disappointment. I felt your anguish. And the glass of wine sort of was like saying, look, all I've got left.
The script really, like I said, the script really made me feel the character. And Marcel's directing. I mean, he knew exactly what he wanted. He knew exactly what he thought my character should do and how I should portray it on camera.
Was it he?
And I really felt it. I really felt the pain. I mean, even weeks after shooting, I was going through my cupboards like this. Like I basically became that character. And the writing was just phenomenal. I mean, it's just one of those things I really felt it.
The ending of the film, I gotta watch my ass now.
Oh, you can't give any spoilers away.
The ending of the film, folks, is very Hitchcockian, if you understand what that means.
Freaking awesome! It is so good.
Well, at the end of the film is you want to stand up and say, "Okay, what the fuck happens now?"
And they're gonna find that out.
And
too
now they'll
soon.
find out with Blind too.
So wait, because we've only got 5 minutes. So what are some of your
Hey,
favorite?
Sarah.
What are some of your favorite horror movies?
Oh God. Well, Child's Play is number one because that was one of my first horror movies I ever watched. I love, Halloween, Friday the 13th, all of those. I mean, anything John Carpenter, basically too. I love
he's really
John
cool
Carpenter.
too.
He's one of my favorites.
I met him once. He was really
one
nice.
quick
Me
question.
too.
Listen, last night at Sadie's party, guess what? Sadie's marrying Miles.
Oh.
Wait, Jesse is marrying Tommy.
Oh.
Okay. Augie Duke is there telling me, tell my guy to marry me. So we're all talking about weddings. Hey, Sarah French, what about you? What about you? When am I going to your wedding?
They're like been together forever. They're like-
Forever.
Yeah, it's been God, 11 years. Joe and I have been together. It's just we don't really talk about it. It's one of those things we're happy as as
the way it is.
I mean, to us, it's just a certificate.
But most women want the security of the wedding, the marriage, the ring.
I'm not your typical woman.
First of all, if you guys watch her Instagram videos, you can see that she could like kick your ass. She's like a fucking badass.
And she's not.
I don't mess around.
and Sarah French is a tiny girl. She's not a big woman.
I think it would be really cool though to make like an action movie with all of you guys, like you, Angie Stevenson, all of you guys who can really could do the fight scenes and stuff, and put together a really cool like action flick with all you beautiful women. It would be really cool, like a female Expendables.
That would be amazing.
Tell Joe to start writing it. I'll help get it financed. I'll help get it financed.
I told Marcel about a script that was sent to me. It was called Drag Queens from Outer Space. And it was so funny. I said to Marcel, what do you think? But the click of the movie is I'm in drag. I play Miss Moon. But when I look at a guy to make love to him and he looks back at me, he doesn't see me. He sees what's her name, the actress who looks like me. So we need 3 girls. And I was thinking maybe.
Oh, you were going to have Alyssa.
Alyssa. I think, Sadie's one of them. And I thought we'd make you or somebody or Sherry or somebody, the other third or fourth woman. So the idea is that when men look at me, they don't see me as a drag queen. They see you or
as him.
As him.
Nice.
And the jokes are fabulous. It's going to be a very high camp movie like Killer Tomatoes or the Slime.
Killer Clowns. You like Killer Clowns?
It sounds fun.
And it's going to be just a riot. I'm writing all the dirty lines, so it's got to be good with my talent. So we'll talk about it when I see you.
Hold on, we got I have a bucket list question because we don't have a lot of time. If you could have been in any movie that's ever been made, horror or regular, what movie would you have liked to been in? And then who's your bucket list male and female actor and actress that you're like, oh my gosh, this is who I really would love to have an opportunity to work with? I know you've already worked with a lot of great people, but who haven't you worked with that would be on your bucket list?
Men-wise, I would say Kurt Russell.
Oh, cool.
Huge Kurt Russell fan. I love him.
He lives down the road from us with Goldie Hawn.
They live here. They have a house
right.
here.
Really?
Yeah.
You did a good work for me.
5 minutes from our house. So when you and your guy come to Palm Springs, call us. We'll go over and ring.
We'll ring the doorbell and see if we can meet them because we don't really know them, but they're here all the time. People see them all the time.
I ran into them in Barnes and Noble. The two of them are terrific. They're very friendly. I've seen Goldie around town many times.
They're at Home Depot a lot.
And she'll stop and talk to you like a regular Joe. She's no movie star.
Ooh.
That's very cool. Okay, and so who's the female?
Awesome.
Who's the female?
I'm a big fan of Elvira.
Oh, I know her.
I would love to work with Cassandra Peterson. That would be amazing.
Elvira.
Oh, we know Elvira.
Yeah, we know Elvira.
I mean, I met her at a convention, but
how cool is that?
Did you know?
She was so sweet.
Did you know that Elvira was the first woman to fight for cleavage because they didn't want her to expose her boobs the way she did as vampire, and she brought it to court, I understand, and fought it, and that's why you girls can show. Years ago, if your cleavage showed, they stuck a flower there or a pin. Because Jane Russell, who my best friend, as you know, used to say that It was the cleavage that made her famous, not her size chest, because she was a 36B. So it was the cleavage. When men saw the cleavage, that made them hot. So they would cover the cleavage. She fought for cleavage. And
Yeah.
that's why you
She's
girls
very cool.
That's why you girls can show cleavage today because
So
of that
hold on,
part.
what's the movie then you would like to have been in?
I love the movie Legend
Oh, really?
with
Tom
Tim
Cruise.
Curry. Yep, Tom Cruise, Tim Curry. That would have been amazing to be in that one.
Oh my gosh, that's a cool. I used to have like some kind of action figure from that. I forgot who, but that's very cool. All right, so you guys, this is Sarah French. You can follow her on Instagram, Sarah French Online. We have to let her go because I told her I would get her out at times so she can go to her fitting because she's a working actress. Yay!
Yes.
We're happy you're working,
Thank you guys for having me.
and we love you.
Yeah,
We think
and
you're fabulous.
Sarah, I've invited Marcel and Dom because they really want to come out to Palm Springs, and I'd like you and your guy to come with them. Come with us. Come
for dinner.
Come for dinner. We'll have it at our house. You'll meet some interesting people.
That would be a lot of fun. It's a date.
We'll
And I'm
have
going to
fun.
try and put together a blind show that we get everybody from the movie Blind to come on. Well, not
Oh,
everybody,
that would
but
be so much fun.
not
Yes.
everybody, but a lot of the people because the movie's
Mhm.
coming out. So in November, as soon as I get a date, I'll try and get it that week because we can have, I think, 8 or 10 people on at a time. So we can get Marcel
Yeah,
and
we're-
you and
we're-
Jed
yeah,
and
we're-
everybody.
This week we're announcing the date, the official date when it's coming out with a new trailer as well.
Okay,
So
perfect.
keep an eye
So-
out for that.
yes,
You
we
know
will.
what? I wish Marcel was on to tell us where we could buy Pretty Boy masks and costumes and cups and stuff.
Well,
Wait,
as far as I know, it's at a bunch of Halloween stores, Party Cities. I would just check your local Halloween store.
Wish I
And
had to
it's-
go to that one.
And it's also Trick or Treat Studios online as well, so you can get it online too.
I love
Good.
it. All right, Sarah, thank you so much. We think you're fabulous. Have fun.
Thank you,
Good luck on the
guys.
video shoot, and we'll see you soon.
Thank
see
you.
you very
Bye.
soon, sweeheart.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. What a nice girl. She's a wonderful girl.
She really is, and I'm not kidding you guys when I say like she's has grown more and more beautiful and younger looking. I'm not kidding you. It's like she's a freaking witch or something.
No, it happens to a lot of people. I was watching an old Alfred Hitchcock late on television. It was a made-for-TV movie with Robert Redford. He couldn't have been more than 23 or 24. He was not handsome at all. He looked ugly, in fact. Now, I mean, when he did The Way We Were, he was magnificently handsome.
Oh, I like
So,
him in
some
The
people-
Last Castle.
Well, you like dead body looking guys, you know. But no, some people grow better with age. Their faces get character.
Oh, Tina Davidson is in the chat room. Says she's saying she has a class to go teach, but she wanted to give you her love.
Ah, she's a sweetie. Tina, when are you going to come out? You don't even have to bring Stefan. Just come yourself. Nah, bring Stefan. We got to get together soon. It's been too long.
Absolutely, it's so cute. So everybody in the chat room, I hope you guys enjoyed Sarah French. Really, you hear us talking about Blind all the time. You know that if we talk about it as much as we're talking about it, that it has to be a really fun, good film for everybody to see.
It grabs you from the beginning till the end. You don't get bored. Even if you have to pee, you shake your leg to watch the movie. You don't want to miss a minute of it. Or pee in your pants or pee in your popcorn, whatever you want to do. But it's a wonderful film.
It really, really, really is. So thanks for joining us, though, Tina. It's nice to see you in the chat room.
Yeah, Tina.
It's fun. So in a little while, we're going to have our next guest. We got some time to kill. And while we're killing time, first, let's do our little commercial of all the places that you can listen to us live or listen to us, I guess. W4CY Radio, this is our home station. We're on Wednesdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time or 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can also hear us on K4 HD Radio in LA, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City. We're on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Apple TV, Podbean, Spotify, and Pandora. We're also on about another 150 platforms, but those are all the biggest ones. And I see Anton's got to leave us. Goodbye, Anton. I know it's like 5 a.m. or something there, so get some sleep. Thanks for tuning in. On television, you can see us on Comcast, Roku, Vimeo, YouTube, and Stream Television on the Jimmy Stars World site, which is jimmystarsworld.com. Oh, yes. Miss Kim says puppy. So the puppy for Miss Kim, because she's actually new, puppy is Astro Boy. He's our
7-pound rescue. He's a poodle mixed terrier. And he's got the heart of the best dog. He adores me. He never leaves my side. He follows me around. Jimmy bought him for himself, but
I bought him, but he doesn't like me. He likes
he
him.
fell in love with me. They're always the nicest ones get the dogs. You know that.
Yeah, right. I'm the second fiddle or the food. When the food comes out at nighttime, he likes to sleep with me, but other than that, he spends the rest of the day with Ron. But he's a fabulous dog, and he's one of our 2 rescues because we have 3 rescues because we have 2 other ones. But this one like licks all day long. Look how cute. He's so cute.
All poodles lick. All these little dogs. That's why I never liked a little dog, because they're always licking you.
You gotta like love him. But yes, he does like love me. So again, then we went to the party last night. Tomorrow's my birthday. We're having a birthday dinner, and we're gonna put video up of my my birthday present. It's fabulous. And
We're doing a family birthday, just my daughters and Jimmy and I, because of the COVID. You know, we can't do outdoors yet. It's a little too hot. If it was cooler weather, I would have friends over. But we won't do anything indoor because that's not cool.
I think it's super fun. And Don Hinton says we must have really had fun last night because both of us are yawning.
And we look like shit. You know, it was a German beer garden, and they brought pictures of, because our friend Shane, he's German. Excuse me. My voice is gone.
No, it's not a wig.
My hair?
Yeah.
A wig. I'm going to smack you. Who thinks that's a wig?
Backpack John asked if that was a wig.
No, it's just that it's itchy. You know.
You gotta like love it. Lady Lake says cake.
Is that a wig? Who said that?
Backpack John.
Hey, fuck Backpack John.
He's the one who doesn't.
Wait, is your dick real or is it a dildo?
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious. What are you gonna?
I mean, who would put a wig on like?
All right, so chat room. Since I really want to keep going with horror stuff, since we got horror for what 2 more weeks until Halloween. So who classic horror movies? What are some of your favorite horror movies in the chat room, you guys? And what are movies that totally freak you out? Ron doesn't really like horror movies, but he does like the classic ones because we've been watching them on Turner Classic Movies a lot lately. So that one's fun.
No, you know what I don't like? When they chop an eye out of the head and the blood is gushing and the eyeball falls. I love that. No, you love that because you're sick. I'm normal. That to me is gruesome. That to me is absolutely punishingly horrible Nazi Gestapo shit. I mean, I don't like chopping arms off or legs and seeing the vein. To me, I just don't like it. Any body part.
I love all the Saw movies. Okay, Teresa Saban says Frankenstein, The Birds. Okay, we love The Birds. We watch The Birds a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Tippy Hedren.
Actually, Ron has an autographed copy of The Birds from Tippy Hedren.
Tippy's a good friend of mine. I mean, meanwhile, Tippy's 90-something now, and I forgot that, you know, so many years went by since we worked together.
Poor B Claudia. She's like, I don't watch horror movies. Miss Kim wrote schlock, which I don't even know what that is.
Schlock in Yiddish means shit.
I don't know what that is though. What movie that is?
Schlock is junk.
And then Lady Lake wrote Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, which I love that movie. I don't know if that's horror. Is that horror?
Well, Betty Davis was not. I spoke to Betty about that. You know, I had to tread very gently when I brought it up because her eyeballs got super big. She was waiting for me to say something. And you know me, I tell it like it is. And I said, Betty, your work record is so magnificent. How did you feel about doing Baby Jane? And she said, money. I needed money. And I did it for money. And she never liked the film.
I love that
film. She hates Joan Crawford. She didn't like work. Well, actually, she said we shot very few scenes together. They deliberately did that. They shot Joan talking and then Betty talking separately, and they edited together to make it look like they were both in the same shot. She was not happy with Baby Jane, and I can understand why. She was one of the most fantastic actresses. Meryl Streep wanted to be her. And Betty had to do that stupid film. I
love it, though.
Yeah, but the sad part is today when I say Betty Davis, they say, you mean Baby Jane? No, I mean Now Voyage or Mr. Skeffington or any of her other great films.
They also say here we have The Shining. Angela Joseph says The Shining, American Werewolf in London.
Good films, 2 good films.
Actually, American Werewolf in London was on the other night.
I like that movie. I've seen it a couple of times.
Okay, so you guys in the chat room, what about the Shining, the remake, the sequel to it that came out? I forgot what it was called.
Terrible stuff.
I watched it the other day, but I actually liked it the second time better.
Terrible, 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 awful, terrible. Don't do remakes.
It wasn't a remake. It was a sequel.
Well, don't do sequels or remakes if you don't know what you're doing. And if you can't get the original cast, well, the original cast are old. I mean, Jack Nicholson is 100 now. What is he going to play? The young guy? So it's terrible. Leave it alone. It's a classic. Just leave it be. Let it ride the storm. But don't screw it up by doing seconds. Ugh.
Oh, see, Bill wrote The Ring. That's a good movie. I like The Ring.
The Ring? I don't even know that one.
Do you guys like The Lost Boys? That's like my favorite. I know Ron doesn't like, but I think The Lost Boys is freaking like
No,
awesome.
I like the Lords where they were vampires.
Yeah, the vampires. I
and
love
they're
that
flying
movie.
all over the place.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I like that movie. Isn't a friend of yours in it?
Yes.
Who?
Lots of friends of mine were in it. Corey Haim was in it.
Corey Haim.
Brooke McCarter, who died a couple years ago, was in it.
I was going for Corey Haim. But no, I mean, I like the old Dracula movies. I can remember being maybe 10 or 11 years old, and my cousin Bertha and I would go to the movie theater in the matinee, and there would be Dracula coming down the stairs in that spooky walk with the bride with her flowing gowns, and eerie and scary. And this was not this was re-editions. These were in the 50s. They brought them back. These movies were made in the 30s, and they brought them back in the 50s. That's how come I saw them.
They like The Lost Boys
In
chat room too.
theaters. Yeah, but what'd you think of the original Bela Lugosi Dracula?
I don't know if I've ever seen it. Have I seen
Boris
it?
Karloff's The Mummy.
Yeah, I like that.
They were wonderfully done. Corny, but the stories were scary.
Bill likes. Dawn says she likes Christopher Lee. Ron met Christopher Lee.
Oh yeah, talk about an experience. I made a mistake. I said, I really admire your work as Count Dracula. Not too many people could do it as well as you did. And he's very tall. He's about 6'3". He looked down at me and he said, I would like you to know I have done more film than Dracula. And I said, oh, really? I didn't know. And his wife she had a cape, by the way. I saw the wife with a cape. I thought these people are weird. And then I found out that they did 3 ways with people, and they were just crappy people.
Backpack John says The Omen. Angela Joseph says she loved Dr. Sleep, which was the sequel. I actually liked it the second time a lot better. The Omen, somebody else. Oh, House on Haunted Hill. Which one? There's about 10 of them.
The one with Julie Harris, and it was wonderful, and Samantha Eager. That one was called The Haunting of Hill House. Probably one of the greatest ghost movies ever made.
Oh, and so Angela Joseph also wrote Children of the Corn, and the guy who played Malachi in Children of the Corn is just signed up to be in one of her movies that she's producing.
I remember for my 16th birthday, my parents took me to New York City to see The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And we weren't scared, but we were fascinated by the costume and how that swimmer swam. So even, my mother was in the business. My father, both of my parents were in the business, so they don't get fooled by scary stuff. And all we did was talk about the technique on the way home, about how wonderfully they've shot that.
Talk 4 TV wrote The Tingler. I don't even know what The Tingler is.
Piece of crap with Vincent Price.
Oh.
Terrible movie. I made a movie with Vincent Price called Breakfast at Mummies. And he played a vampire. We all played vampires. And we ran down Hollywood Boulevard at daybreak, and we started to explode. So I sat on the curb with Vincent Price, gabbing. He was the sweetest man.
Bill says that his mom loved horror movies and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I was friends with the guy who was the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
The swimmer?
Yeah.
Oh, he was wonderful.
His name is Rico Browning.
Wonderful.
And he used to be at all the conventions in Florida because he lived in Florida, so we would see him all the time. Really, really nice guy.
That costume was so beautiful, and the way he swam, it was so believable. It was a good movie. What was 1956? And I was 16. And it was a big deal for the day. Then, of course, 3D came out, and Vincent Price was in the one with the mannequins. What was that called?
House of Wax.
House of Wax.
Love that one.
Which was fabulous in 3D because everything came at you. When the wax figures were melting, they fell towards you. And then another movie was called the Frog, the something Frog, with Richard Carlson, and that was a good 3D movie. So all the 3D movies came out in the middle 50s. I wish they'd bring 3D back to movies. They were fun.
I always liked the original When a Stranger Calls, which I wasn't allowed to see until I got away from the house because my dad wouldn't let me see it. And Don Hinton wrote American Psycho. That's one movie I've actually never seen. American Psycho. Have you seen American Psycho with Christian Bale? I've never seen it. Is that a good one, you guys? Should I like see that? I have to figure that one out. Oh, somebody wrote, Angela Joseph wrote, all-time creeper was the doll in the trilogy of terror with Karen Black. Ron went out with Karen Black.
No, I didn't go. That's a big statement. I was her date one night in New York City. We were at a party and we decided to go clubbing. And Karen said, "Come on, let's go clubbing." So I went clubbing with Karen, and we hit, I think maybe Studio 54 someplace. One of them, the Lion, the Tiger, whatever they were in New York. And I had the nicest evening with Karen Black, and she's the nicest, sweetest girl in the world. And I was very upset when she passed away, because she passed away too young. And she was really an uproar. I remember we were crossing, I think it was 3rd Avenue or 4th Avenue against the light. And she had this shawl on. It was a rust, because she was a redhead, and the shawl was a rust color. And she took the shawl off as a matador would be. And as the cars were coming at her, she was doing spins. It was really funny. She, like, the car was the bull and she was the matador. I think we had been drinking quite a lot.
Also, Bill wrote Legion with Paul Bettany. That's a great movie. That's on like Netflix or one of those right now, because I was going to watch it. So I like that a lot. I think that's freaking awesome. And also, have you guys seen Martyrs? To me, Martyrs is the worst movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's the most, like, it affected me the most out of any movie. And I'm not even religious, but I don't even think I could ever watch it a second time.
The movie, and I've said it before, that got me is the Night of the Living Dead, the black and white, the original.
George Romero's.
Yeah, because we had never seen zombies before, or people eating people. It was a new thing, and it was grotesque and disgusting for the day. Now, of course, the zombie movies are a joke. We laugh at them. When they get shot, we go, ha, ha, ha.
I forgot and the guy who plays the first zombie that you see in that, I judged a contest with him. Costume contest at one of the conventions with him, but now I forgot his name. He passed away a few years ago. Bill something. Do you remember what his name was? I'll have to look it up.
Bill Hayes or something?
I'm gonna look it up.
Bill Harris, something like that.
Let's see. I'll look it up. Night of the Living Dead.
But I'm in horror films. I can't talk about them because they get mad. But I've never really been chopped up and eaten yet, except in my last film, which is out right now. You can get it. It's called The Big Freaking Rat. I play Paulie, a mafioso who's a chop man. A chop man means if you were a squealer in the mafia, we'd chop you up. So I was a chopper. But I didn't do any chopping. And that's the only film that I really... well, I'm not going to tell you what.
Bill Heinzman is the guy from Night of the Living Dead.
I knew it was an age. I said Hayes.
Bill Heinzman. He was a really cool guy. And we should do a little plug, though, because yesterday, Big Freaking Rat came out. Ron plays Paulie. There's a lot of great people in it. Felissa Rose. A lot of people that we know and people that have been on the show are in it.
Directed by our buddy.
Directed by Thomas Churchill, who's going to be coming on next week along with Sadie Katz. Did you hear that, Dave? Sadie's coming on next week to promote her new movie that comes out next week, and it's called Amityville Harvest. And we have a bunch of the people from that have been on our show too.
And I have about 6 movies coming up from now until the spring. And I'm not in too many horror movies. I'm in a couple of suspense movies, which are good. I don't want to be known as a horror. I am a horror to begin with as a person, but I don't want to be known as a horror actor.
You want to be an actor?
I'm an actor. I'll do anything.
So here you guys, here's Big Freaking Rat. It just came out, and it stars, actually, I don't know who some of these people are. Michael Cervantes, Sherry Davis is in it. Mark Hoadley is in it. CeCe Kelly's in it. Scott King is in it. A lot of these people we see all the time. Julianne Prescott, Kelly Lynn Ryder, who's one of the stars of Clown Motel 2. Now, Scott Rowe is in it. Felissa Rose. Anyway, it's going to be a cool, fun movie. I watched it. Joe Castro, who was on our show a couple of weeks ago, did the special effects. And I don't exactly know where you can stream it, but if you press stream, like Google streaming Big Frickin' Rat by Thomas Churchill, things will come up because I actually watched it.
I do my own makeup because I used to be a makeup artist years ago at Universal for about a minute. and I made my makeup make me look very, very ugly, old, and scary. I almost look like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I almost look like Mr. Hyde in it. And that was done deliberately, folks. It's not because I look like that.
That's funny.
Like I made a joke. I said, in this movie, I put tons of makeup on to make me look old.
Hey, Dawn, what did you think of it? She said she watched it last night. And where did you watch it, Dawn? How did you see it? She says she doesn't remember seeing Sherry, but I know she's on the IMDb. They're all saying how talented you are. Oh, Danny McDermott is also in the chat room. Hey, Danny McDermott from the Danny McDermott Show. He was on last week.
What'd you think of my character, Paulie?
What'd you think, Dawn? Hello. Oh, that was my thing.
I guess she didn't think too much.
No, she said she watched it and she liked it. I was trying to fix this thing. Let me get this.
No, I enjoyed the character. You know, I spoke with Thomas Churchill about it, and I said, listen, I'm old. I'm 80. And I know the original Brooklyn accent from the 1940s because that's when I learned to speak. And that's my accent I still have today, a very heavy Brooklyn accent.
She said she loved you in it.
I want to use it, can I? And Church said, yeah, definitely go for it. So, of course, I embellished it and made it really Brooklyn. So when you see the film, you'll be hearing a 1940s accent from Brooklyn that is gone. The kids in Brooklyn nowadays don't speak like I do. Such information.
The whole thing is fun. So she liked it. She thought your character was great. Did you like the film also? I know Ron was great. Was the film okay? I know it was fun. The rat was awesome looking. Joe Castro did an awesome job with the rat. And
I went on the set. It was dark, and the friggin' rat was right there. And I looked at it, and I thought, "Oh my God, is that disgusting? Ugh, the teeth, the slime, the blood, the eyes. What an ugly looking thing he made. Scary. I mean, this is a scary movie."
Yeah, she said the rat was fabulous.
Yeah, but it's a high camp movie. It's really not a serious movie. It's more of a fun movie.
It's kind of like Sharknado with a rat.
Yeah. But that rat was really, ugh. I don't like rats anyway. I hate rats. But when I saw that rat, I thought, that's going to get me, come after me. Woo. Anyway.
It was all fun.
I could go to sleep right now. Would you mind, everybody, if I took a nap? I'm so tired.
That's okay. We've got one more guest to go.
Going back to the beer garden, Shane ordered a German beer. It came in a pitcher, and I was thirsty. So I drank a couple of glasses of beer, and I don't drink beer. Well, I got sort of bombed on beer. Normally, I could have 4 or 5 vodka martinis, and I'm okay. But 3 mugs of beer,
and you've got it. All right.
And I'm not hungover. I'm whizzed out. Never wear stripes.
Whizzed out.
Never wear stripes on television.
All right, you guys. So our next guest is in the chat room. We're going to bring him in. It's a little early, but we're going to bring him in anyway since we didn't get to keep Sarah quite as long as I had hoped because she's working. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Let's see if we can see him first. And we'll say hi. Hello, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Appreciate you having me on the show. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, we're going to have
wait till we get through with you. You won't be so happy. You won't be thanking us.
So hold on. Now we know we can hear him. Let's do our formal introduction. Hey, everybody. Now
wait a minute. Could we have a little more light?
Do you have a little bit more light at all?
We don't see your handsome face, and that's what's
This is all the light that I have, actually, unfortunately.
That's very nice. You look just like George Clooney. How many people tell you that? How many people tell you that?
Between George Clooney and Mark Harmon, I get both of those, actually.
George Clooney, for sure.
They're both 2 really good ones, though. At least they're not telling you, some ugly fuck.
Right? Exactly.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Stephen P. Hamm. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thanks. Appreciate you having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Don't expect too much. We're hungover. We went to Sadie Katz's birthday party last night. We didn't get home till what time?
Like 1:30.
1:30, which is
late for us. So hold on. Let's say so. This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, who's also my husband, Ron Russell.
Nice to meet you, Ron.
Nice to meet you. Why do you always have to do the husband thing?
Because he doesn't know. Because he's.
Oh, I know.
I work with. I didn't know if he knew that you were my husband.
What are you assuming?
I know.
Are you assuming he's anti-gay?
No, I'm not assuming he's anti-gay.
Because I'm anti-gay.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I'm straight. Jimmy's the fag.
Yeah, that's right. So hold on. We have a
Oh, man.
yeah. Wait. We got to finish introducing him.
No, I don't want you to introduce him. I'm going to introduce him.
Okay.
All you girls out there and you gay guys, this one is hot. This one's a hunk. This one's got a very this one's got a very sexy laugh. And if he's got 8 inches or more, he's in. Right, girls?
So we have a chat room filled with people, Steve.
Oh, man. Okay.
Literally,
great.
we have like all over the United States. We also have like Canada, Australia, Germany, UK, all over. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? Nice to see you.
And Teresa Sabin wrote, "He is happily married."
I am.
How do
I
you
am.
fucking know that? How does Teresa know that?
Listen. Happily married does not mean you don't fuck around. All right. So girls.
Well, I disagree with that, but
No, wait. Listen to me. You want to learn how to be famous in the business? Don't be married. Say I'm married, but I like women. And all the broads have they take their vibrators out. They have fantasies about you. That's what makes you a hottie. The minute they know you're married and you're sincere to your marriage, you become a bore. So he's gorgeous, he's hot, he's sexy, and he's hung, and he fools around.
Oh,
So you broads out there, you could dig it.
Teresa disagrees. Oh no, that's B. That's B who disagrees.
Oh, well, B, B.
Oh, and Teresa says no, not Ron. No, Ron, not Steve. But there you go. So Steve's got all kinds of fans already who are in our show.
I think Steve is a ladies' man because he's so sexy and handsome. How could he not be? I bet you the broads throw their panties at him.
So here's
I wish I haven't had any yet. So that'd be.
Listen,
it's gonna happen.
I'm trying to sell you as a sexy.
No, I appreciate that. Actually, anytime
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
You are really handsome. You have a sexy voice, and I'm sure you have a beautiful body. Are you fat and disgusting or thin and
No,
nice?
he's not fat.
No, I'm thin and athletic. I work out at least probably 3 to 5 times a week. So
girls, he's got muscles.
I stay toned.
That's what's going to make you famous is if you're a sex symbol and an actor as well. If you're a good actor and good on the eye, those are the ingredients that make stardom.
So first of all, though, because Steve's got an unusual story.
Let's hear it. Not you,
what's
Mary.
that?
Well, because you're a military man. So first we want to say
True.
thank you for your service. Steve was a longtime military man who flew helicopters, and then he retired from the military and caught the acting bug, which is kind of cool because how many like actors who could actually fly the helicopter in the movie?
Our friend
Very few.
Oh, that's true, Shane. Well, we do know somebody else, believe it or not.
A very good friend, Shane. He's a stuntman, and he flies helicopters in every helicopter movie.
And
we should introduce you.
And also Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas, my other buddy. Arlene Dahl.
Man, I haven't heard that name in a while. Lorenzo Lamas, man. That dude's been around. Yeah.
That's because Lorenzo was out there somewhere flying around. Lorenzo's a way out guy. I love him to death. He's a very, very nice friend of mine. But we should introduce you to Shane because he's got something with the helicopter. What does he do?
I don't know. He's a helicopter pilot. I don't know.
But he's got something else. Meanwhile, he's an actor. You probably know him. He plays always Germans or Nazis.
He's always like in the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies because he's friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Okay.
But you gotta like
chopper.
Yes. So you guys, first of all, too, you can follow Steve. He's on Twitter. It's at Steve Hamm Actor, and Hamm is Hamm. So SteveHamm Actor. What are you on Instagram?
I think it's Steve Hamm _actor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Steve Hamm _actor there. So tell us, because usually, like you had such a different career. Like, how did you go from like, okay, I'm a helicopter pilot flying in the war, and now I'm going to be in movies?
Well, like you said, it is an interesting story. I'm not sure where the idea actually came from. I was about 6 months out from official retirement, and it was a weekend, and I just had this idea come across me that, hey, acting sounds kind of a cool thing to do. So I, did a Google search for acting or workshops or agencies, I should say. And I was in Tennessee at the time, so Nashville was the closest spot for me. And I did happen to find one place that was offering weekend workshops, and they basically did cold reads. So if anyone who doesn't know what that is, you're given a script that's you had never seen it before, and you act it out on stage the best you can. So it was a weekend workshop. We did that for 2 days, and after being on stage and being able to relive some of these great moments, in these films that I really enjoyed watching, it was exhilarating. It was like freedom, liberating, and the acting bug hit me right then and there, and I was like, this is what I want to pursue. But as any new actor would tell you, that it takes time to get yourself established, developed, and experience and stuff. So once I did officially retire, moved up to Ohio, got myself established there, and then I found an agency who would represent me, and the rest is history. So
He's been in a movie with Harley and Katie.
Oh God, I love Katie.
Enigma with Harley Wall and Katie
And
Wall. Also
Harley-
Dennis Haskins, you guys, who was the principal on Saved by
wait,
the Bell, and TJ Storm.
Harley's such a good friend of ours, and his wife is so adorable.
He's coming on too, November 4th.
Yeah, I love the both of them.
So
How was it working for Harley? He might be a prick to work for.
no, I don't think it was Harley's film. It wasn't a Harley film, right? Harley was just in it.
No, it was his film actually.
Oh, it was his film.
Was he directing?
Yeah.
Was he directing?
Yeah, he was. He directed it. Yeah.
Is he good? Because sometimes as friends they're wonderful, but as directors they're mean. Was he good? Was he nice?
He was nice. I had a great experience. I didn't have any problem.
He's a real tough son of a bitch. You know that.
Yeah,
in a good way. In a good way.
Right. Yeah. No, it was fine. It was we met him up in Michigan. Took about a couple hours to do the filming of the scene, and that was it. So, but no, it was a pleasant experience.
You know how I see you casted right now in the commercial? That voice of yours is incredible. You have a very handsome voice.
Well, thank you.
No, the word is handsome. If I heard you on the radio and never saw you, your voice is so handsome that we would assume you're handsome. So you should use that voice. You should get a commercial because it'll pay the rent while you're looking for work in film.
I've actually started a voiceover career as well. I've got my own recording equipment and editing software at home, and I'm actually in the process of unfortunately still editing an audiobook, which I'm going to get done here soon. But yeah, I'm definitely I would love to get into more voiceover stuff, or even radio. That's fine. I mean, it's very exciting stuff right there,
and it pays really well.
That's true. That would be nice as well. But
last week we had Mona. What's her name? Mona. She plays the Jewish lady cartoon.
No, she plays a bunch of the characters on South Park
for 21 years.
Wow.
That fucking woman's loaded. She got more money than God.
I'm sure. I am definitely sure. Yeah, there's definitely money in the business. You just have to find the right role or the right gig, and let it take off from there. So, I mean, I've got several voiceover demo reels on my website that I've recorded, and I'll put it out there every so often, and see what bites. But it's just one of those things where you just got to be consistent, and just be determined regardless. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So, when your time comes. You just gotta be hopeful.
The people
is your wife squeamish about you making love with, say, like Sarah French or one of these beautiful, sexy girls?
I can honestly say that I would not have a scene like that, to be honest with you. It's just I would feel uncomfortable to do that. So if that takes me out of some roles and stuff, then that's fine. But
that'll take you out of all roles. So you could.
Well, no, all the leading man ones, though.
Well, no, I mean, if I were casting, I would cast you as a lead romantic. And I would expect you to make love to another actress. When the cameras are rolling and there's 100 people around, it's not sex anymore. It's bullshit.
No,
you don't even think sex. You don't even.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, there used to be like an action hero, though.
That would be a good thing for me with my prior military stuff. And I mean, I've dealt with different types of weapons. How to handle them and shoot them. So to me, a military role or an action role, would definitely be suitable in my wheelhouse. Well, or a cop detective role as well.
If they're crazy,
he plays a lot of those.
Yeah, I play cops all the time. If they're crazy enough to make a Clown Motel 3, I'll tell Joe Kelly to cast you because they always it's about. I played General Milan in the last one. We just shot it a couple of weeks ago, finished it, and I played General Milan. So it's just so desperate they get an old gay guy to play a general. So, with you, they could get the real McCoy.
That's true. Yeah, the strangest thing is that being former military, I don't get a lot of military requests or roles to play, and the ones that I do try for some reason I don't get. So
Well,
it's kind of confusing to me.
That's up to Jimmy to get your name out to the right people.
And he's doing a great job of that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's how you get known. You know, I tell so many people this, and they say, "Oh, that's because he's your husband and you want the business." I say, "Fuck you, the business. Why you get rich from the pittance he gets? He doesn't get the $3,000 like some of these phonies do." So I said, "No, we do it because we care, and Jimmy cares, and I care. I mean, that's why you're on the show. We're on the show to get you out there so people will know who you are. Now we've established you're handsome with a great voice and you're an actor. Now let's get these producers and people out there to give this guy a break. Come on, fellas.
Absolutely.
Audition
Yes,
him.
please.
Audition. Let him read for you. You know, audition him.
When you did Enigma, did you get to work? Did you get to meet TJ Storm?
I did not. No.
TJ Storm, we see him at all the red carpets. He's a really cool guy.
And
Yeah, I can tell.
when this virus is gone and we go back to red carpets, Jimmy will invite you to all the red
He
carpets.
lives though in Detroit,
He lives where?
Ohio.
and he lives in Ohio. He lives near Harley.
Oh, what are you doing in Ohio?
Actually, I thought Harley moved actually to LA, didn't he?
No, he
No.
didn't move. He comes here a lot though.
I thought Harley lives in Illinois.
No, he lives in
Illinois.
I
He
thought
lives
he
in
was,
Michigan.
yeah,
I think
Detroit.
He lives in Michigan. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So you
I'm
should
I'm
you should-
halfway in between Cleveland and Toledo. So
you should be in New York or LA if you're in the business. What's in Ohio?
His family.
I
well,
mean,
my family for one. Yeah. There's a lot of commercial stuff here and some mostly independent workers around here as well. So it's a good place to get your feet wet. But yeah, if you want something bigger, you definitely have to go to the bigger markets. And it's not for a lack of trying. I mean, I have submitted to casting sites all around the place, and my agent, she's got me a manager who actually is in LA. His name is Al Honorado. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of him before.
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah. So he's my manager out in LA, and I just actually recently got new headshots taken as well. So hopefully he can get them soon and spread those around and see who might be takers on that. So I'm doing everything within my power to be modern and progressive, and up to date and stuff. And it's just a matter of getting your foot in the right door, basically.
And you haven't been doing it that long.
I got news for you. The red carpets are the best way to meet the world because everybody goes to everybody's friend's movie, and they're all bigwigs, producers, directors, actors.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I would suggest you jump in your helicopter and fly to LA.
I wish I had one.
For all of the red carpets that you should come to. If you go to all the red carpets, the people in the biz will know you. Then they'll push for you. They'll say, "Oh, by the way, you're looking for this guy? Well, I know somebody who could fill the role good." What are you going to do in Ohio? Press grapes?
Well, I mean, I got my day job, which pays the bills, so I got that going for me. And I do the acting on my off weeks when I'm not working. So it's a fine balance that I have to maintain, and it's working so far. So when I'm at work, obviously focused on that, and then when I'm off, I'm focused on my acting and voiceover stuff. So if the right thing comes along, we'll see how it goes. But I keep doing what I'm doing.
I have a very good instinct. I'm in the business 67 years.
64.
Wow. 64 years. What the fuck do I remember? I'm old. Leave me alone. But I'm in the business 64 years. I have met the people who I said, "You'll never make it," silently to myself. And I've met the people who I said, "You're going to be a big star," like Bernadette Peters. I knew Bernie when we were little. And I said to her, "You're going to be some star." And she'd say, "You think so?" I said, "I know so." And also a few other people. And I have a gut feeling that you have all the qualifications to be great and good. You just gotta fight the brakes. The brakes suck.
Oh, I know. Well, like I said, I'm old enough where I know what I like. I know what I want.
How old are you? You're young. You're
49.
And you're a baby yet. But I'm 80 years old, so you're a baby. You could be my grandson. All I can say to you is it's not an easy business. It's a hard.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But you know what? The crumbs they throw you when you do them, they're so joyous. It's worth it.
Oh, I agree.
The little bit that you get. But I have a hunch with you. Believe me, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to keep you in my eye. I don't know
Okay.
what it is. No, I don't know what it is, but there's something about you.
They think you should be James Bond because they're talking about who's going to be the next James
He
Bond.
could. He
They
could.
think that you have a good look to be the next James Bond.
No, it's not a
the
look.
chat room.
No, he
I
doesn't.
just need a British accent. That's all.
No, I'm not going by his looks. I just counted his looks. There's a power in his personality that I can feel, and we're on TV, and I could feel the power that you have coming to me. Rock Hudson had this power. Quite a few. My friend Tab Hunter had this power. Quite a few actors have this power that when they say something, it matters. It goes right directly to you. Some people talk for hours, and you say to yourself, "What the fuck are they saying?" You know. But you are clear, your voice is clear, and you've got power. There's something about, there's a light. Trust me, 5 years from now, if I'm still here, we'll talk.
Well, you'll still be here. I can see that. But no, I appreciate that.
No,
I
I'm
think a lot of
serious.
that.
And I blow smoke up no one's ass, and I don't bullshit anybody for any reason. 'Cause
Appreciate that. Yeah.
what's the point? You know?
Oh,
So hold on.
exactly. Yeah.
Let's also tell people. So you have a movie on Amazon Prime, right? Called Common Creed.
Yes, that is correct.
Tell us.
So you're working. What are you giving me?
Tell us a little bit about. Give us like a 2-minute or a 1-minute synopsis, and so people can tune into it.
Yeah, it's called Common Creed: The Epidemic, and it's based on the actual writer's personal life story. So it deals with the opioid epidemic that was happening in Cleveland way back when, several years ago. And I play the mayor, and basically my daughter is in the wrong place at the wrong time. She gets killed, and that hits home to me. So now I want to figure out how to fix the problem. Well, of course, every politician's got their dirty side as well. So, unfortunately so. But no, it just deals with mostly the director's life story, or say the writer's life story, and it was good to play that role because I got to experience several ranges, being upset, being scared a little bit, being very forceful. And those all fit into my wheelhouse. So you give me a role or a position of some sort of power, authority, and because of the military background that I have and the things that I've had to do and deal with, it just comes very natural to me to kind of take charge of that.
That's the fucking energy I'm talking about. That's the strength I'm talking about. You have got that. Maybe it's the military training.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
But if you said to me, jump off the roof, I would. Because, no, because you're that convincing. Listen, acting is convincing the audience that who you are is real. And some people don't know how to do that. They act like their mother, and it goes nowhere. But if you do a role, your power will absolutely make me believe you are the character. That's the definitive answer for you. You finished.
I appreciate that.
It's good. Don't lose it. Do not.
Oh no, I won't. I've hired I'm working with an acting coach out of LA. Actually, her name's Shannon Yankserek. So I'm gonna give a shout out to her. Yeah, but she's
sometimes acting coaches, acting schools, and no, I never went to a school or had a coach, and I'm a damn good actor. It's either in you or it's not. I agree
with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't like coaches. They sort of change what you've got. Sometimes they could take the magic out of you because they don't care for it, or they see you as a different thing and they talk you into being something else that you're not. Go with your gut instinct.
I do. I make both choices.
Yeah, your strength, your power, your looks. Use all your tools, and you're going to be a success.
Actually, everybody in the chat room loves you. First of all, you guys, the name of the movie. The name of the movie was Common Creed, and literally, B. Claudia. She's in Germany. She's like the coolest lady on the planet Earth, and she's sitting here going, "I'm fangirling." So number one, she wants to know if you sing because she loves your voice.
It's beautiful voice.
No, I don't sing, unfortunately. Probably wouldn't want to hear me sing.
And she wants to know if you do any like male modeling for anything or in commercials and stuff because she thinks that you are gorgeous.
Well, it's kind of funny that was asked. I actually did just recently get booked to be one of the a male model for a 2021 fashion calendar in the Cleveland area. So I do my shoot here in a couple of weeks, actually.
There you go.
Are you near Columbus, Ohio?
About 2 hours away.
Oh, if ever you have anyone that needs a good lung specialist,
our dear friend.
No, seriously, send them to my very dearest and best friend, Alan Rudnick. He's the head of the Columbia Hospital, is it? Is there a Columbia
I don't
Hospital?
know. He
That I
doesn't
don't
live
know.
there. He doesn't know.
Anyway, Alan Riddick is the head of some fucking hospital. And if ever you have a problem with your lungs, go to Alan Rudnick. He's my very best dearest friend. And he's a damn fucking good doctor. And his wife is adorable. I love her.
So hold on, let's go. Okay, so you guys also you don't really see him a lot, but there's another movie. We actually watched this movie before I even knew that you were in it. But it's called Acts of Violence. It's a great movie.
Yes.
With Bruce Willis, Cole Hauser, Sean Ashmore, and Sophia Bush. I love all
Are you
of them.
serious? You never talk. See, I don't research our guests. I thought he was some kid just starting off.
He is kind of just
No.
starting up, but he's
Well,
getting.
I am.
With the cast like that, he's not starting off. He's not in the $2 movies that shoot in 2 days.
No, he's not. Yeah,
he's in major films with major stars.
Yeah, he's not doing like the
That
$2.
was,
what am I giving him this inspirational bullshit?
Oh, that's fine. You can still give me inspiration. We all need
No,
inspiration at times. Yes.
You're on your way. Fuck you. I don't
Oh.
need to waste my time. You're on your way.
No, he's like when you have there's certain people who have to do like 50
repeat the people in the
50
movie.
people.
Repeat the people in the movie.
Bruce Willis, Cole Hauser, Sean Ashmore, and Sophia Bush.
Yeah, shitty actors, right? Nobody knows who they are.
Even Enigma, Harley's film, has a lot of big people because TJ Storm is getting really big. Dennis Haskins is really big.
Yeah.
Then he has another movie, Crisis in the Valley. I don't know what that one actually is. But it says he has 4 upcoming projects on IMDb. And we're in a project together called Serial Dreaming, but it kind of has faltered. I'm not sure what's going on with it.
Is he going to be in any of my movies?
Not yet.
Oh, we may be working together. Wouldn't that be fun?
We're working on it.
Awesome.
He's on my pitch list.
Then you can inspire me.
He's on my he's on my pitch list. So
good.
Yeah. So
that'd be fun.
That whole thing with acts of violence, that was a lucky break on that one because I was initially booked for a background extra, and the director at the last minute decided to take me and this other lady, our actress, and put us actually into the main scene to make the scene more realistic and believable. So it just was fortunate to be there. That's all.
You don't want to do atmosphere. I've been offered atmosphere over my 64 years and I never took it. I said, I'm an actor. I'm not atmosphere. Atmosphere, people walking around that bullshit, background people. I said, they're a dime a dozen. You could pick them up off the street. I'm an actor. You give me lines or you go fuck yourself.
That's so funny because like in Teresa's saying that you don't toot your own horn. That's what you got me to do. She says you're like all down to earth, but yes, for someone who hasn't been doing it very long, he's had some great credits. He's got lots of things coming up.
I mean, forget about it.
He's
got better credits than people I know in the business 40 years.
I don't know about that now.
They're still playing mummies or vampires or whatever the frig.
Okay, so let's do some hypothetical questions.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
You fooled me with.
Oh wait, before we do that, they want to know a little bit about like flying the helicopters.
No, I'm going to go
Sure.
personal. Does your wife love the fact or like the fact you're an actor?
She supports it, but she's
afraid of it.
Well, not afraid of it. It's just the fact that it's one of those jobs where you don't always have consistent work. You don't always get consistent pay all the time unless you're like a really established actor.
Oh, really?
So it's really hard for her to wrap her head around that. But she does support me in it.
It's called feast or famine.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't know that. Really? Thank you. No, but is she afraid? Because so many Hollywood marriages don't survive. I know.
There's isn't a Hollywood marriage.
No. But I know. Don't interrupt me. I'll punch you right in the nose. I could do that. I'm married.
Yeah.
I know a few couples that I can't give their names, but he's a pretty famous actor, and he was married to his childhood sweetheart, and as he became famous, he got big in the head or whatever, and the marriage fell apart because he looked at his wife as just an ordinary woman and not the women that he was socializing with, these superstars stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of wives of actors are afraid of that they're going to lose their husband to the business and the new lifestyle. Is your wife secure enough to not think that?
I think she is. We've had some discussions about that, and I think by the fact that one, for my enlisted background in the military, that's made me very grounded and humbled in a lot of things that I do. So I would obviously never forget where I came from, and I don't think no matter how big I got for the entertainment business, I don't foresee myself being better than my spouse or anyone else that I work with for that matter. It's just that's not who I am. So to me, everyone needs to be treated equally until they don't treat you the same, and then it's like you gotta let them know, hey, look, that's not right. But that's just where I stand with that.
That works for some people. The day I win my Oscar for best performance, I leave Jimmy.
No, I would never leave her.
It's over, baby. I'm an Oscar winner.
They love, though. Everybody in the chat room loves how grounded you are.
Well,
They love the way you look. They love how grounded you are. They love your voice. I mean, you're like making fans all over the place. So you guys watch all his movies. You got to watch all his movies.
Now, and
listen up. Hold on, I'm not done. If you guys like him, find him on IMDb. Share his IMDb link on Twitter. And Facebook and in social media and tell people, hey, this is a great actor. You guys should hire him, because if people go to his IMDb, his number goes up. And if his number goes up, it helps increase his chances, to getting better roles. Yeah, I was trying to get a point across because B'll do it for sure.
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, so we'll go to my hypotheticals. All right, so so you could be in any movie that's ever been made in the history of movies. What movie would you have liked to have been in? And number 2, bucket list, male and female actor that you think would be awesome to work with.
Well, films made right now, there's 2 top of my list. So one is The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. I love that movie, and I love him as an actor. He is amazing. And the other one would be one of the John Wick series with Keanu Reeves. I really enjoy watching him work as well. And he's a very grounded individual as well. So I like everything that he stands for and does. So those are 2 films I would love to have been in, or, if there's any more going to be made, I'd love to be in those and work with one of those 2 guys. Female actresses, God, that's a tough one. I guess, there's icons like Meryl Streep would be nice to work with. No, well, that's me.
I know everybody says that, but I'd be Charlize Theron all the way.
Well, yeah, that would be awesome to work with her too. She's made some great films, so yeah, she would definitely be one of top 5 on my list as well. So, but I've never really.
I'm an old gay man, and I would insist there be kissing scenes if I were in a movie with Charlize. I mean, there's no way. That woman is so magnificently gorgeous.
She is
magnificently gorgeous.
I watched her in that latest film that she was in. God, I can't remember the name of it right now, but
that Netflix one, The Order, or something like that.
Yeah.
We watch everything she does. She's got energy and magnitude.
Yeah,
she shoots it out. She makes you believe. She's gorgeous.
She does. She's very professional and very committed to her work. So I do.
Very good.
I can appreciate that.
How about Angelina Jolie?
Sure, anytime, no problem.
She grew up in my house. She's my daughter Deirdre's good friend for years. I know.
No, I did not.
I knew her when she was Angie Voight, and I tell everybody her boobs.
Oh, wow.
Her boobs and her lips are real because she had those when she was 14 years old. Angie is a sweetheart. I love her.
Go back to Charlize Theron because I'm a big fan of the Fast and Furious series. I actually did the costume design on the second one, and so I got to meet a lot of cool people, and so I loved her in the last Fast and Furious movie.
Now we don't brag when we name drop. It's our show, and it's what entertains people. Everybody wants to know who we know, what we know, where we go, and what we do. And sometimes I'm embarrassed because we sound like 2 morons just dropping names to impress. That's not what it is all. Is at all. This is our TV show, and this is why we're we were voted the best web show in the world by 2 newspapers, and also we have 4.5 million people watching you right now. So
that's crazy. Wow.
Teresa Saban thinks you should work with Angelina Jolie. He likes that one.
Well, I hope to see Angie because she just moved to LA. She lives in town now with her children in the I forgot whose mansion, one of the old producers of old Hollywood, next to my friend Sue Wong. So I probably will run into Angie again. And I'll suggest it. Hey, maybe she'll fall. Oh no, we don't want to say that.
That's okay. Keep in touch.
She marries all the leading men, so be careful.
Keep in touch. Keep in touch with Harley, because Harley makes 5 movies a year, and then when the COVID thing ends, they will come here for the red carpets, and then then you can go to the red carpet and meet a lot of fun people. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'll be happy to.
Everybody goes in and out. I mean, they come and they go at the red carpet. I mean, I have met so many new people in the business, as well as old people in the business. it's right now the best networking place to be is a red carpet because you're
I
socializing.
agree.
And
Yeah.
then you go to the after party and you could bullshit whoever you want with.
We get in movies all the time from that.
We go all the time.
Hey, whatever works, you know.
I know the whole networking. Actually, you're very good at it, though. You on Facebook, you put very cool, like inspirational kinds of things. On Twitter, you're very interactive with everybody, and that's basically what you do because that's just social media networking, and that's how
That's
you.
it. Yeah.
Really, no lie. At red carpets, I've had people come over to me and say, "Hey, Ron, I'm sending you a script, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it now. Are you interested?" I said, "I'm interested in anything. What do I care?"
Yeah,
You know,
I'm pretty much the same way too. There's probably a small list of things that I won't do, but for the most part, yeah, I'm open to buy anything.
I won't do nudes because they won't ask me. But no, a lot of our friends do nudes. Like the gal that was just on before you, Sarah French, who's breathtakingly beautiful.
Oh yeah,
She
she is.
she looks like Kim Novak, the old actress.
Actually, ask him if he knows who Kim Novak is.
Do you know who Kim Novak is?
I've heard the name, but I can't. place her.
Vertigo with James Stewart, Jimmy
Oh,
Stewart,
okay.
Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo,
Okay.
and she's done a score of movies naked, and what a beautiful body she's got, absolutely magnificently created, and now she's one of the top actresses because of one movie, Blind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So good that she's
Everybody needs that one big break. She got a really good break, and now
yeah,
it's
and
taking.
you
And
need
the
to
same
get
thing will
that
happen to you.
too.
We need you to get one big break because I think
Yeah.
that once people actually see you in something that's big enough that a lot of people see, I think you're going to take off.
You know what we
Yeah,
should do,
I would agree.
Jimmy? Before we have our guests on, we should put their headshots up because you really can't see how handsome he is. He's so dark. The room is dark. If we had a headshot of him, it makes it clearer.
There we go. Now she's making it so you can
There
see
you
him.
go, George Clooney. Oh, Jesus. If he doesn't look like George Clooney. Oh, my God. Close it. You really look like George Clooney. What color are your eyes? Blue?
Blue.
Oh, my God. He's got blue eyes, too. Girls, stop fainting. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait.
yeah. Okay.
What one of our girls in the chat room said, "Give me time. I have to replace the batteries in my vibrator."
They're already asking us. They're saying when's he coming back? When's he coming back?
You got a fan base.
Like, so you're getting a fan base from out there,
Wow.
which is terrific. Fan bases
See?
are like wonderful. They're wonderful to
Yeah,
have.
no, I
So
agree.
tell us, they want to know a little bit about being a helicopter pilot for the Army. Tell us a little bit
Sure.
about it.
So when I joined up, actually, initially I was a helicopter mechanic, and then of course after you hang around pilots for a while, you get that bug to go fly. So I applied and got accepted into the flight training program, and been flying ever since 1999. And it's a very unique skill. I mean, and for people who ask me a lot, you cannot transfer being a helicopter pilot to an airplane pilot. It's two totally separate different things. Basically, because the airplane is meant to fly and a helicopter is not.
No.
But so I flew a what's called a Kiowa Warrior, the OH-58 Delta Romeo model. You can Google that thing if you want. It's an armed reconnaissance helicopter. So our main goal or main job was to do reconnaissance, but we also carried a working machine gun with rockets and help our missiles, so we could get into a little bit of a fight if we needed to defend ourselves. And so it was a lot of fun to fly. Worked with a lot of great people. My cab brothers and sisters are awesome. And now that I'm done with that, now I fly for Life Flight. So it was an easy skill to transfer over to. So now I still help people in their time of need, and I still get to fly. So it's best of both worlds.
My daughter and I took a helicopter from Heathrow Airport in England to the London airport, and it was the greatest experience to be sitting in that helicopter, not feeling like you're moving, and looking down at all the beautiful mansions and homes in the greenscape of England. And we were fascinated by helicopter flight. Then years later, we used to take the helicopter from New York to go to the gambling casinos in Atlantic City. That was an interesting flight. Then one of the helicopters crashed and killed a bunch of people in the East River. So we wouldn't go back on the helicopter. Do you think they're dangerous?
They can be if you get complacent and you don't appreciate how dangerous the whole flying thing is. So I have definitely developed good safety skills and things and basically an air sense about me that I'm a very cautious pilot. I don't do anything reckless. Obviously, if I did, I wouldn't have the job I have now. So, but I'm very conservative, and I follow my checklist as necessary. And you just got to keep focused on what you're doing, regardless of who your passengers are. Because when you carry passengers, it's not just your life; it's theirs as well. So, but if you keep to your checklist and things that you do that keep you safe day in, day out, then there's no problem. So,
what is the most common reason for a helicopter crash?
Well, I'd have to say, unfortunately, probably pilot error is a big major contributor. People get complacent in what they do. They'll take shortcuts and stuff, and sometimes. And I think especially if you're single engine, that the engine, going out would be a big problem. So, but I fly a dual engine aircraft, so it's very safe, very efficient, and we have great mechanics that maintain them. So
To tell people, like you said, you fly reconnaissance. Tell people what that actually means.
So let's say any given day we go out and we're given like a intel scenario, what's going on, in the area that we're working in, and we'll go out there and they'll give us certain hotspots or points to check out to see what's going on there. So are they growing some illegal crops, or are they trying to hide some weapons or whatever, based on the intel that we get. So we get the intel, we go out there, we investigate, and we just develop the situation as best we can with all the equipment we have on board. We have TV cameras, we have thermal imaging, we have a whole bunch of resources at our disposal. So we just check it out and and bring the information back to the command center, and they can determine from there whether anything needs to be actioned on from that point. So what we did was very important because it provided the eyes on the ground that the command element needed, and to either confirm or deny what's going on. So
that's like dangerous as hell.
Did you ever fly like a police helicopter where they put the light down in the street and they followed the suspect? I thought that was fascinating how they do that.
Yeah, it is. The interesting thing for me is that before I got out, I did actually apply to be a pilot for a police department. I won't say which one, and they came back telling me that I didn't have the qualifications they were looking for, which when you take what they needed compared to what I did in the military, it was almost the exact same thing, just different words. So I don't quite understand it, but I think they just wanted to hire from within. So now I'm going to leave it at that.
Well, give us who the person is and we'll have everybody write him and tell him he's an asshole.
No, I won't do that.
So you guys, this is Steve Hamm. We're going to definitely have him back. We want to turn
Steve Hamm. No relation to John Hamm, right?
Oh,
well, he's actually like a cousin of mine, distant cousin. So, no, I'm kidding. No relation.
That was good though. You had it going.
Only because his crotch is the most photographed actor. And
he is a good-looking dude. I'll tell you that much. There's no doubt about that.
He also hangs to the right, and he's gigantic. So I thought maybe if you were related, that's another plus. The women really go nuts now.
So no, I do have a distant cousin, the famous soccer player Mia Hamm. Though on the other hand, that's a different story. So,
is she really?
No.
That was good though.
That's like Jane Russell was my mother. People think that because Jane and I were best friends. We hung out together all the time, and no matter where we went, they would sometimes think I was her husband. They'd say Mr. Russell, and I wasn't the least bit offended because that's my name. And Jane would say, "See, we should get married, and you won't get upset." Most of my husbands, when they were called Mr. Russell, got upset. So there you go.
So you guys can follow Steve on Twitter. It's at Steve Hamm Actor. Just plug in Steve Hamm on Instagram. It'll come up. I think it's Steve Hamm _actor. He's also on Facebook. Check out Enigma. Common Creed is on Amazon Prime. I think it's free if you have Amazon Prime, you guys. So you can watch Common Creed. He's got a bunch of new upcoming projects. Support him on social media. Follow him. And if you're an indie filmmaker and you're looking for like a totally like good looking, great voiced guy who can act for your film, check him out. He's here. And what's your website?
www.steveham2ms.org. It's a very comprehensive site. Links to all my social media on there, photo galleries, a resume, everything's there. So yeah, by all means, check it out, and it'll tell you everything about me.
Steve, I look so forward to making a movie with you, and I hope that we play identical twins.
I'm sure we can pull that off. Sure, no problem.
It'll be fun. You never know. So
identical twins. That would be a riot. That's a good script. I think I'm going to write it.
Hey, you gotta have fun with everything that you
I
do.
mean, could you imagine
yeah.
saying we're identical twins in the movie? People would go hysterical. But anyway,
Well, there was a movie called Twins with Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
right.
That was a great movie too.
But they were not supposed to be identical.
No, they weren't identical.
No.
'Cause one of
But
them
you
is
and
3 feet
you
tall.
and I would play identical.
How tall are you?
6'1".
See that?
Oh
But
yeah, see, and he's
I'm,
like 6 foot. So.
I'm 6. We're perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We do look exactly alike, and we look as young as we do. I mean, I look like I was maybe a few minutes younger than you when I was born.
You gotta love it. So everybody, follow him, please
I'm gonna
support him.
call him George Clooney from now on.
Hey, whatever works for you. I mean, I'm happy. He's a great, successful actor. So
He's a wonderful person as well.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure.
I met George Clooney at a red carpet. No, actually not. It was
Go like 30 seconds.
it was a vodka. It was absolute vodka thing for a friend of ours who had a movie, and he was in the lobby, and my daughter, who loves him, walked up to him and started talking to him, and I followed and talked to him, and he's the most charming, nicest guy in the world, and he also has a voice like yours.
Yeah, he does. He has a good voice.
But George Clooney is a regular Joe. He's a good guy.
All right, everybody. So we've got to go. Steve, we want to thank you for coming on the show. We're out of time. We want to thank everybody in the chat room for tuning in. Please support Steve. Follow him in social media and check out all his films. And as he has new films coming up, we'll bring him back and we'll talk again about whatever new he's got going on.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thank you
so much. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Rebel,
See
thank
you in
you.
the
Everybody in the
movies.
chat room, thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy, and thanks for tuning in.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.